Hey y'all, so today is the day I'm gonna give y'all the tea. Okay, I got wine in here, but I'm gonna give you all the tea. So this story is gonna be about how I met the side chick. I was dating this guy for about 3 years, and we lived together and whatever not. We did the whole shebang, relationship thing, whatever. So at about a year and a half into the relationship, that's when I started getting like insecure and things of that nature. I think that's when like the cheating began. I think, I wasn't the one doing the cheating, so I don't know. But I believe from my knowledge the cheating began at about a year and a half into the relationship. And so this was back when I was on Twitter. I had a Twitter page. One day I went on there and I noticed that my ex current boyfriend at the time, he had a subliminal post stating how he felt like he was getting a silent treatment. Now, there was a couple of times in our relationship that I went several days without talking to him. This, I think, was the first time I ever did it. He made me so mad. That's a whole nother story. But I went days without talking to him, so he had posted that or whatever now about me giving him the silent treatment. So this girl comments at him and comments, from who? Like, who are you getting a silent treatment from? And I'm just like, why is she checking you? Like, why is she even questioning you about you getting a silent treatment? Obviously from your significant other, so she don't know about me? Like, what's going on here? But so I took it upon myself to at both of them and was like, for me, is there a problem? I want to know, like, why are you questioning my man? But anyways, I was at work at the time, so I couldn't just like go ask him like, who is she? I'm at work, he's at home. Nobody said nothing. Nobody responded. She didn't respond to me. He didn't respond to me. So I'm just like, maybe I took that the wrong way, But I'm like, nah. I feel like some shit up, Excuse my language. But I'm like, I can't wait to get home to see like what's really good with this chick, because I don't like this, So I got home and he didn't say anything about the tweet. Like, it was like I never even added him or anything. So I brings it up. I'm like, yo, what's up? What's up with girl? Like, why is she questioning you or whatever not? And he's like, that's my sister friend. Like, she's concerned. Concerned? I'm thinking like, this nigga couldn't come up with a better lie. Concerned? Really? Okay. Anyways, I end up kind of letting it slide, like, because I didn't really have no concrete proof that anything was going on. So I'm just like, whatever, like, he not being real about it. And I can't really accuse him of anything because all I have is a tweet. So whatever, I kind of let it slide. So long story short, I ended up disappearing from Twitter. Like, I went ghost. I was on there, but I wasn't really on there, if you know what I mean. 6 months to a year, some time went past or whatever not. But during that time, like, I was lurking this girl's Instagram, like, every other day. I was on her page trying to see if she saying stuff, subliminal messages to him or whatever not. And I was catching little things, but again, it wasn't like concrete evidence to really accuse him of anything. So I was just gathering information on her page. Like, every time she say something that was like stuck out to me, I'll you know, remember. So she ended up tweeting about this area she lived in Detroit. So I found out what area she stayed in. I found out her first and last name, all through tweets. That's why I don't be posting all your information on the internet, because people can find out stuff about the little information that you do post. But I ended up finding her number, which I found through his phone. He had a code on there, but I seen him type it in one day, and I'm like, alright, bet. Went through his phone. That's a whole nother story. But I got her number, and so one day I went on, I want to say it was like the white pages or the yellow pages or something like that. I don't know. It was on the internet, and I ended up finding her address just by knowing her name, just by knowing her how old she was and the area she stayed in. I found her address. So I wrote the address down or whatever now, and I'm just in my head, I'm like, okay, I might end up having to catch this nigga up over there. So I don't know what my thought process was then. Whether I thought if I catch him over there, then maybe that'll be enough evidence to convince me to leave, or what. I don't know what I was thinking, like why I was even trying to catch him up over there, instead of just, if I really thought that he was, you know, messing around, just leave. I don't know. So yeah, anything I accused him of or tried to, you know, ask him about, he just always denied everything. It was like deny. You know how y'all man is, or you ladies, you know how the men are. They deny everything, and that's what he was doing. He was denying everything. So one day, I'm trying to make a long story short, one day I was lurking at her page, and she had posted something along the lines of it was something about a dude that she was laying with was snoring. She tweeted something about a dude she was laying with was snoring. And this happened to be the same day that my boyfriend at the time texted me at 4 in the morning when he got off of work, because he worked at Chrysler. Texted me and told me that he was going to go to his mom's house because we lived kind of far from his job, and he told me he was going to go to his mom's house because it was closer, and he was tired. He didn't feel like driving all the way home. So me trying to be an understanding girlfriend, you know, I'm like, okay. I didn't really like for him not to come home, but I'm like, okay, like, he's tired. If something happened while he on the road and, you know, he fall asleep at the wheel, it's gonna be on my conscience. So I'm just like, whatever, like, okay. But when I seen that tweet and my boyfriend snores, and this is the same girl that's been subtweeting him, I'm like, yo, something ain't right. So I jumps up, put on my hoodie, put on some leggings, you know, my famous attire, and I goes to his parents' house. Yes, I pulls up over his parents' house, no car. His truck is nowhere in sight, nowhere to be found. So I'm like, okay. So that's when I pulls out the address. I types it in to the GPS, and it's like 3 minutes away. I'm like, word. So I pulls up over there. I'm driving down the street, and boom, big blue truck. So when I tell y'all this was the absolute worst feeling I ever felt in my life, like my heart dropped to my stomach. It was terrible. Like I was hurt for real. But when I look back at it, I'm just like, dang, you know, that's crazy. Like, I feel sorry for myself. But anyways, after I sat there for a minute thinking like, what am I gonna do? Like, am I about to sit here and wait for him to come out? Am I going to go home and just see what he say, see if he try to lie, so I can see if he been lying all this time? Then I'm like, no, like, I'm about to get to the bottom of this. Like, I need answers, yo. Like, this is crazy. So I called his phone and he didn't answer. I called her phone, she didn't answer. So I sent her a text message and I'm like, you could tell his lying ass to come outside and you can bring your ass outside too. Like, I'm ready to fight because I'm pissed and I need something to take my anger out of. So I'm like, I'm about to fight this bitch. Like, I'm about to beat her ass because, for one, like, at this point, she knew about me. You know, like, she knew about me. And I feel like she knew that we were in a relationship. So now you just don't give a fuck. Now you disrespecting me. Like, yeah, it is all on him, but this one had a mouth on her too. So I just wanted to tag her anyway. But anyways, so about 10 minutes later, he come outside and he walks up to me. I'm at the bottom of the driveway. He walks out the side door and he's walking up to me. He like, come on, let's go. Let's go. Go beat her ass. Go bust out her windows. Cause I know damn well you ain't talking about let's go home. I'm like, I ain't going nowhere, okay? So I, proceeded to walk up to her because I don't know what I was about to do, but I went to walk up to her and she walked in the house and now she's standing behind the door. So I'm just like, oh, so you the side chick, huh? You don't want to settle for being a side chick. Like, why you want to fuck with my nigga? And she like, your nigga, like, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. So I look at him and I'm like, do you got a girlfriend? He like, come on, man, let's go. I'm like, do you have a girlfriend? Just like that. And he like, yes. And I'm like, and she like, wow. And he like, you knew? And she like, no, I didn't. He like, man, you knew. And plus my sister told you that I had a girlfriend. Somehow they started arguing because she wanted to make it seem like she was more important than what he was saying, and he wanted to make it seem like she was nothing. So anyways, she ended up making her way outside slowly but surely as the conversation got deeper, because now she's spilling the tea. Like, she letting everything out. So she ended up asking me about this shirt that he had bought me. He bought me a Detroit versus everybody shirt with a fitted hat to match. At this time, I was like in the fitted hats and gym shoes and dressing it up and down and whatever not. So he had bought me that, and she's like, where did you get that from? And I'm like, what do you mean he bought it? And she was like, no, like, I bought that and I gave it to him. So he then gave me a shirt that he couldn't fit that somebody else bought for him. Bought a hat to match it and gave it to me as a gift. Yeah, that was wrong. That was dirty, but that's what he did. And I'm just like, wow, like, really? Like, seriously? So I started asking her questions, and one of the questions I asked her was, were they having unprotected sex? And I can't remember if she said yes or if she said no, but she did inform me that they just had sex that morning before I came. And I'm just like, wow, like, my boyfriend just had sex with another woman. That was crazy. And to be just sitting there talking to her, that was It was weird. I ended up asking her, has she ever been to our place? And she was like, yeah, like, I hope he washed the sheets and I hope he washed down the couch. I'm like, damn. Okay, this girl is really honing my life at this point. Like, I'm embarrassed, okay? Like, I felt so disrespected because that's the most lowest thing that you can do. It's bring somebody into your home that you and your significant other stay at and have intercourse with them, or just even bring them into the home, period. Like, you can't go no lower than that, you know? So by this time, like, I'm just ready to go. I was ready to go. And I remember when we was about to leave, she ended up asking like the dumbest question ever. Like, she asked like where was we about to go or something. I'm like, bitch, this ain't no happy family. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Where is we about to go? Why do you care? Can you take your ass in the house? Bye. The fuck? So to make a long story short, we didn't end up breaking up until like a year and a half later. After that, yes, I gave him another chance. But like I said, we didn't break up until a year and a half after that, and I don't regret none of the things that I went through. I'm actually glad that I went through everything that I did in that relationship because it taught me so much. Like, I learned so much from that relationship. I gained so much strength mentally, emotionally. Yes. And at this point in my life, I'm not putting up with none of that. Like, if I even think you cheating, if I even get any intuition that you cheating or that you on some BS, I'm out, okay? Deuces. Like, I might be sad and everything for like a week or two, but I'm not putting up with that mess. I don't have time to be stressing out over no guy. Like, I just don't have that time, and I don't have that energy to waste, you know? I feel like getting over him just set the record for me. Like, if I feel like if I can get over him, I can get over anybody. That's just how I feel. And there's been situations after him where I had to walk, and like I said, I'll be sad for a week or two, but I'm gonna bounce back and I'm gonna be good. Like, I'm gonna be good. So yeah, that completes my story. Ladies, don't be dealing with that boy. Once a cheater, always a cheater. I'm sure you heard that before. I do believe that, okay? I ain't got time to be giving no second, third, fourth chances when there's somebody out here waiting on the first, okay? Get it right the first time. We too old to be playing games. Yeah, some people do deserve second chances, but I let somebody else give you second chances because I don't have time. I don't. Yeah, no. Hate being in my feelings, and if you get me in my feelings, yeah, I'm out. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.